Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. We're mixing it up a little bit today and taking a look at a flashlight. Now, just want to let you know, for those of you that are into the whole flashlight game, I know it's another rabbit hole to go down. We're actually going to have a couple of flashlights, I think 2 or 3 more coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So, pretty cool. But today we're checking out the SOFIRN SC28. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've had a SOFIRN light on the channel. If not, it's been a very, very long time. But it's the SC28. Says it's a tail switch powerful flashlight. Now, putting out 2800 lumens out of a light this size is pretty darn good. I'm definitely digging that. 223 meters for a throw distance. There you can see it's USB-C charged and IP68 rated waterproof. So, very cool. We'll get it out of the box and we'll see. Now, I've used it a decent amount here. Well, decent amount in the last couple of weeks doing loading stuff at our can yard in the dark and stuff. It came in very handy. All of them did. This was actually a really good time to test flashlights. So, but there you go. You get your owner's manual. Very cool. Of course, you do have the flashlight in there, but what else do you get? Well, you get a lanyard with a couple of extra O-rings. Very nice. And then, of course, you do get a charging cable. So, all the stuff that comes in handy. Now, I definitely didn't use the lanyard at all. I used the clip, as you can see, right there, stainless clip. Now, it do have an all-aluminum frame, which actually has some really nice knurling on it. I do like that aspect of the SC28. It does provide a pretty good grip, especially, gloves and everything. You do have that crenulated bezel, so if you need a little get-back tool, that kind of could assist in that. There is your charging station right there. Tail switch operated, as I said. Now, probably the one thing we're going to talk about the most on this flashlight is indeed the user interface, because it's quite interesting. But we'll open it up. It does run on a single 21700. Where did it say that? There it is. Let's just turn it all the way around, why don't we? SOFIRN rechargeable, 21700, 500 milliamp hour. Battery goes in like so. This goes in first, like so. Screw it on there. Do have a couple of slots there for your lanyard. Right there, there, and there. Now, like I said, tail switch operated. It is rubber coated. You do have some traction assist on that button, which is always nice. The single-sided clip, you guys know I do like kind of the reverse, the double-sided clips, because this way the light's shining right at me. But I like being able, a little bit smaller light, sticking on your hat if you need to. I actually prefer that over using a headlamp. That's just me, because I usually always have a hat on. But seems pretty solid construction. Let's get some specs on it real quick. Overall, you're looking at right about right about 5 inches long, maybe just a hair over. Roughly about an inch wide for the body itself. On the head, it might be just slightly over an inch. With a pocket clip, you're definitely reaching out to about 1.25 inches-ish. Fully weighted, we are looking at 5.3 ounces or 149 grams. The pocket clip is pretty good. Now, the pocket clip does kind of run on that knurling a little bit. So, if you're in your pocket or stuff, it does rub a little, but not bad. It's not super tight to cause a lot of friction. So, not anything major there. Now, you do have a light indicator, and I will show you that. You turn it on, it's green. Now, green indicates 50 to 100% charge. If that would be red, you'd be between 25 and 50%, and when it's flashing red, you're less than 25% charge. So, time to get her on the old charger. Now, as you can see, It is tail switch actuated. Push it on, turn it off. Now, there are 3 different programs, and I'm going to try to show you that on the manual. I'm probably not going to switch through all of the programs, but let's see, where are we with the programs? Right here. Now, as you can see, it's got 3 different programs. Program number 1 is your regular low, or moonlight, low, medium, high, and turbo. Low being 1 lumen, or excuse me, moonlight being 1 lumen, low being 100, medium being 350, high is 1200 lumens, and then turbo is 2800 lumens. And then you can switch back and forth between the other 2 modes, which the other mode consists of turbo, strobe, and medium, or the third one is moonlight, low, and medium. So I'm kind of, that was one of the things that I wanted to point out, is the only way to actuate the strobe is to be in a different program than one that I would probably use. Turbo, strobe, and medium. Yeah, medium is probably the one you're going to use the most, I would think. Maybe not, but I would like to be able to actuate that. I would like to be able to actuate the strobe in the same mode that I can actuate all levels of the flashlight. So I wish I could go, you know, moonlight, low, medium, high, strobe, or turbo, strobe, somehow. The fact that you have to change programs and not be able to actuate the full function of the light and have access to the strobe, not a real big fan of that, honestly. So, and I probably made that clear as mud. That's okay. The fact that I have to change modes and not have access to all the modes and all the lighting modes and strobe at the same time, not really a fan of that. The other thing that I was going to point out is the user interface. Now, I'm pretty used to being able to turn it on, press and hold, and you cycle through your lighting modes, you know, moonlight, low, medium, whatever. Now, with this light, you have to turn it on, press again, press again, press again, press again. There's a lot of pressing to cycle through the levels of this light. You got to do a lot of pressing. So, and I spoke with SOFIRN about that, and because they were asking for feedback, and I was like, you know, with the tail switch operated, if you could press it and hold it and cycle it through your lighting modes, that would be really nice. And double click for strobe or something like that. That is a much better user interface than I think than. Got to turn it on. To cycle through. There's a lot of button pushing. I think that causes excess wear and tear on your button as well. You know, I don't know. The user interface is definitely one of the things that I spoke to SOFIRN about the light. That was probably the user interface and not being able to access all 5 lighting modes and strobe in the same program. I have to actually change programs to. Now you might be saying I'm a little nitpicky. That's okay. My preference. That would be my preference. I would like to be able to access all the lighting modes and the strobe in one without having to change the program. Just me. But other than that, you know, I will tell you, this light just became available on Amazon, and it's $39.99, which for the amount of light, 2800 lumens, that's a pretty good price. But I just looked before I started recording this, and there's actually a 30% coupon as well. So you're talking about $12 off of that. So you're getting a pretty hefty, you know, a lot of light for like 27, 28 bucks, which is not bad at all. You know, even though, like I said, I really don't dig the interface, I have to give them credit. The pricing on this light is pretty darn good when you think about it. The amount of light, 2800 lumens for less than 30 bucks right now, 40 bucks normally, but less than 30 bucks? Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So, I tell you what, let's go outside and let's just see what kind of light this thing puts out. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Now, as you can see, we're out here on the back deck, and I am in moonlight mode, 1 lumen. We can see the rail of the deck, but if I go off the deck, obviously we're not throwing a whole lot of light out there now, right? Now I've kicked it up to low. That's 100 lumens. Now, as you can see, we're seeing the ground below us. And we're going out, and we have a very large cedar tree right here. We're seeing that pretty good. Go over to our little bamboo forest, and we're not getting a whole lot of light. That's 100 lumens. Now, go to medium, 350. Now we're getting a pretty good view of the entire backyard at 350 lumens. Jump it up to 1200. There's the deck. We've got shining out a lot of light out there. Now, you see that blink? Did you see that blink in the light? That goes back to the changing modes. You turn it on, wait 5 seconds, the light kind of flashes, then you double click, and that's how you change through the modes. Finally, we should be on turbo there. 2800 lumens. We're lighting up the sky pretty good. Now, it's got a whole lot of flood. I'm seeing a lot of flood. I'm not seeing a really defined beam, if you will, but we're definitely getting a decent amount of flood. So now we should go back, and it was warming up. I can feel it in my hand. Now we're back to moonlight, low. Now see, that's one of the things I was talking about. I have switched modes. I didn't mean to switch modes, but I did because I hesitated. I waited that 5 seconds, and now I am in mode 3, I guess it would be. Now if I double press again, that is low. See, now I hesitated in between that double click and now I am out of the 5 mode. I'm in, yeah. See, that's where I'm not crazy about this user interface. I didn't mean to change modes, but because I hesitated in between my double clicks, I ended up changing modes. So now, as you can see, we're back to moonlight. That should be medium or low. Yeah, low, now medium. Hey, look, I might have made it back. See, that's the one thing I'm just not a fan of this user interface, guys. I've changed modes like twice now and really haven't meant to. So, yeah, let's go back upstairs. All right, so we're back upstairs. Now, that wasn't intentional. I was trying to talk and show you the different modes at the same time, but hesitating in between switching from low, medium, high. If you wait, when that light flashes and you double click again, you've just changed modes. And that happened to me 2 or 3 times while I was out there. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fan of that user interface. Now, it might sound like I'm dogging this light, and I kind of am a little bit. Because I did not want to change modes, and I did. At least twice. I'm pretty sure it was 3 times. So, yeah, my feedback definitely to SOFIRN was the user interface, call it user error if you want to. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But not wanting to change modes and changing modes on a flashlight, yeah, not for me. So, but you got a lot of light out of it, 2800 lumens. If that's something you want to check out further, like I said, there's a link down in the description from Amazon. But because of the user interface, and yeah, it's probably not a flashlight for me. Would not be one that I would keep in my inventory just because of that. A lot of light coming out of it. The knurling is fantastic. It does have some good points. Pricing is a very good point, in my opinion. $28 for 2800 lumens. Hey, it's a dollar every 100 lumens, right? So if a lot of other flashlights were priced that way, I bet they'd be flying off the shelves. So, but let me know down in the comments what you think, guys. It is what it is. I was trying to show it to you and ended up not doing what I wanted to. So, yeah, if that's what it takes, then yeah, it's not really a flashlight I'm probably going to keep around. So, greatly appreciate it. I really appreciate SOFIRN sending this one out. I have definitely shared my feelings with them about the flashlight. So, this video should be no surprise to them. So, greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.